श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्ते दीनतारिणे रूपानुका विरुद्धाप सिद्धान्तद्वान्तहारिणे। नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्बारसाम्भोधे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः। नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगावराय ते गौराविर्भवभूमेष्टं निर्देष्टसज्जनप्रिय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम पदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतिशे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यां नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता श्रीराधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते। जयतां सुरतौ पंगोर्मम मंदे मतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्भोजो श्रीराधा मदन मोहनो दिव्यावृन्दारण्य कल्पासुमधा श्रीमद् रत्नाकर सिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद् राधा श्रीलगोविन्द देवो वृषालिभिः सेवमानो शर्मा स्मरामि। श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भी वंशीवटतटस्थितः कर्षन् वेणुस्वनैर्गोपीर् गोपीनाथा श्रियेस्तु नः। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा टू ऑल।
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Anybody would like to do Narsimha Arati or any Kirtan till Mataji joins?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Requesting all to mute your phones. Mute your phones, start your videos if possible. Mute your phones. And wherever you are, you can start your video if it is not inconvenient. Then only I will understand now you are in the class. Okay, Mangalacharan is over.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Mangalacharan is over.
Yes, Mataji, over Mataji.
Mute your phone, Geeta. Mute your phone. Okay, we'll be starting with the introduction of Bhagavad Gita for the first 4 classes. There will be certain questions which you have to note it down. First question is why Bhagavad Gita is as it is. Just note it down. We'll be dealing with. We are calling Bhagavad Gita as it is, Yatharup, Jashiya, Hitashi. Why this phrase has been added in Srila Prabhupada book? It could have been just Bhagavad Gita. But why it is added Bhagavad Gita as it is? Jai Shri, mute your phone. Whoever is the host, you have to see that everybody's this is muted. Okay. And then the next question you write the names of the chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Names of the chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Next. What are the subject matters of Bhagavad Gita? What is the qualification to study Bhagavad Gita? What is the qualification to study Bhagavad Gita? What are the 5 types of relationship or rasas experienced? What are the 5 types of rasas you can write?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Yeah.
Mataji, could you please say a bit slow?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry. I could note down what are the qualifications to study Bhagavad Gita. Sorry, I missed the second question. After that,
Subject matters of Bhagavad Gita. Subject matters of Bhagavad Gita. Chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Names of the chapters of Bhagavad Gita.
What are the qualification of?
Qualification to study Bhagavad Gita. What is the qualification to study Bhagavad Gita? What is the purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita? To become Brahmin initiated, to get initiation. Don't write all these answers. What is the purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita? What's the purpose, or what is the purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita? Subject matters are done with. Okay, for today, let us have these topics. How many questions we have done? Unmute and say how many questions?
6.
6. 7th question, right? Bhagavad Gita is
Mataji,
dedicated.
I missed the 6th question. After qualification to study Bhagavad Gita, I've written purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita.
I think that was the last. Somebody
5.
can read out all the 6. Palash,
Yes,
can you read out
No,
all the 6?
fifth one is the type of relationship or the results.
Yeah.
Type of
5
Relationship.
types of relationship or rasas.
Can I repeat all the questions?
Yeah, you repeat.
The first question was why BG is called as it is.
Why BG?
Why
Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad
Helpful.
Gita? Why Bhagavad Gita is
They
called
will come
as
and you'll
it is?
stand chant like this, HR, H square, R square. HR.
Okay. Why this phrase has been included? Then question number 2 was the names of chapters of the Bhagavad Gita as it is. Third was what are the subject matters of Bhagavad Gita as it is. Fourth is what is the qualification to study Bhagavad Gita as it is. Fifth is what are the 5 rasas. Sixth is what is the purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita.
Okay.
Only 6
7th
questions.
one. Just write 7th
7.
question.
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada dedicates Bhagavad Gita to whom? Dash. To whom is it dedicated? Okay. So all are having 7 questions. Now let us go step by step. First question. Why Prabhupada has added this phrase as it is? It would have been a simple Bhagavad Gita. But wherever you see Bhagavad Gita as it is, itha rup chashiya hitashi. So if you read introduction, I want someone to read introduction. First paragraph. Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishad. Just read from there. After the Mangalacharya, page number 2. One of you will read. Kriti Mataji, you read. Page number 2, Bhagavad Gita. Or if you don't have, introduction, page number 2. Someone can read. Saurabh can read. Page number 2.
I'm
Okay.
still traveling.
Golo
Sorry.
Priya Mataji, can you read? Yeah, read.
Hare Krishna. Along with Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar, Srivasa.
1 minute, Veena. That all is over.
Okay.
Just after
Sorry,
the
it's my first
Mangalacharya.
class.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Now the first class only this is. Once the Mangalacharna is done with, after that you see Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita
Yes,
Upanishad.
yes.
Read from there. Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishad. It is the essence of Vedic knowledge and one of the most important Upanishads in the Vedic literature. Of course, there are many commentaries in English on the Bhagavad Gita, and one may question the necessity for another one. This present edition can be explained in the following way. Recently, an American lady asked me to recommend an English translation of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, in America, there are so many editions of Bhagavad Gita available in English. But as far as I have seen, not only in America, but also in India, none of them can be strictly said to be authoritative because in almost every one of them, the commentator has expressed his own opinions without touching the spirit of Bhagavad Gita as it is.
Yes. 1 minute. Oh, you stop. The answer is here. Why Srila Prabhupada adds as it is? Because when Prabhupada went to America, introduced the commentaries which he had given, an American lady asked Prabhupada, already so many commentaries are existing, practically 700 commentaries were existing. If you go to the market, if you ask for Bhagavad Gita innocently, but that person will ask you which Bhagavad Gita, whose Bhagavad Gita. That means there are already 700 commentaries which were existing during Prabhupada's time. And now you don't ask how many commentaries will have been there. So now then Prabhupada says, even though so many commentaries were existing, but very few were having the same imports which Lord wants to give. That is why as it is, whatever Lord wants to say, it is presented as it is, no addition, no subtraction. If you see Bhagavad Gita behind pages, Prabhupada says the commentary has been given from different scriptures, taking into consideration different scriptures. Purport has not just been written by mental speculation. Prabhupada has not added anything nor subtracted. The purports of the Bhagavad Gita, 759th page, you see, are all confirmed by standard Vedic authorities. The following authentic scriptures are cited. For specific page references, consult the general index, Amrita Bindu, Atharva Veda, Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So like this, different scriptures has been referred to while Srila Prabhupada has written the commentary. So that is why it is as it is, Jashi Ahe Tashi, no addition, no subtraction. I'll tell you one nice thing. When in the beginning, somebody presented me Bhagavad Gita, initial days, 1992, when we came to Thane, we shifted to a new city. And there somebody came and presented Bhagavad Gita. I took it with great sincerity, put red cloth on it and cap and did everyday namaskar. Somebody asked, after 6 months, they came again, Mataji, did you read Bhagavad Gita? I gave a nice smile. They said, as it is, Jashi Ahe Tashi, as it is, not even open the cover page. So that also can be a meaning. One who does not open anything and just leaves it as it is. No, that is not the meaning. As it is means there is no addition, no subtraction. Whatever Krishna says, the same thing has been repeated. Okay. In that only, you write another question. What is the spirit of studying Bhagavad Gita? What is the spirit of studying Bhagavad Gita? Just add one question in that only. Why we are studying? Okay, that is going to come. What is the spirit? With what spirit we have to study Bhagavad Gita? The spirit of Bhagavad Gita, where it is there in the Bhagavad Gita itself. Okay, Aditya, read from the second paragraph.
Hare Krishna. The spirit of Bhagavad Gita is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita itself. It is just like this. If we want to take a particular medicine, then we have to follow the directions written on the label. We cannot take the medicine according to our own whim or direction of a friend. It must be taken according to the directions on the label or the directions given by a physician. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita should be taken or accepted as it is directed by the speaker himself. The speaker of Bhagavad Gita is Lord Sri Krishna. He is mentioned on every page of Bhagavad Gita as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagwan. Of course, the word Bhagwan sometimes refers to any powerful person or any powerful demigod And certainly here Bhagwan designates Lord Sri Krishna as a great personality, but at the same time, we should know that Lord Sri Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, as is confirmed by all great acharyas, spiritual masters like Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarka Swami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and many other authorities of Vedic knowledge in India. The Lord Himself also establishes Himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the Bhagavad Gita, and He is accepted as such in the Brahma Samhita and all the Puranas, especially the Srimad Bhagavatam, known as the Bhagavad Purana, Krishna's through Bhagwan Swayam. Therefore, we should
Therefore, we should take Bhagavad Gita as it is,
as
directed
it is.
by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. So, spirit of Bhagavad Gita. What is the spirit of Bhagavad Gita? It is devotion. Now, here very nicely it has been mentioned that when you take a medicine, naturally you go to see the prescription, the label, in what way it should be taken. Then only you take the medicine. You cannot just take it as it is. Whatever it is, just whatever comes to your mind. In the same way, spirit of Bhagavad Gita is devotion. It is not that I take some chapter because I like that word, karma yoga. I like it. Some of bhakti yoga is, I'm not able to digest this. It's not for me now. I am young and smart. Why should I do bhakti from now? It is only for the old age. And jnana yoga, I'm not interested in any jnana and all. Let me do karma yoga. Instead of understanding what is real karma yoga, just they are attracted to the words of karma. So it is like artha kukunaya. Artha kukunaya. Let us understand one of the nyaya. This is known as artha kukunyaya. There is a woman who has a hen. She likes the back portion of the hen because the hen lays golden eggs every day. She does not like the front portion because the hen eats a lot of grains. So then one day she decided, let me take a knife and cut off the head and let me keep only the back portion. And I think she's going to get out of it. In the same way, even if I don't like some chapters, I may select some chapters according to my own whims. I am not going to be benefited. That is why, as it is, just take everything as it is. How Krishna has given to us, just accept it as it is. There, don't keep your choice whether I like this chapter, I don't like this chapter. I like the first six chapters, or middle six chapters, or the end six chapters. The spirit of Bhagavad Gita is accept what Krishna gives as it is. And that can be accepted only when we have devotion to Krishna. You follow instructions only of those whom you love. Isn't it? That is why instructions are not given to everyone. So what is the qualification to study Bhagavad Gita? These all questions are like, they are interlinked. So what is the qualification to study Bhagavad Gita? Read the third paragraph. Who will read? Mohini can read. Third paragraph. Why Krishna spoke this secret truth? Because instructions cannot be given to everyone. Not everyone is going to follow the instructions.
May I?
Yeah.
Here the Lord informs Arjuna that this system of yoga, the Bhagavad Gita, was first spoken to the sun god, and the sun god explained it to Manu, and Manu explained it to Ikshvaku, and in that way, by disciplic succession on one speaker after another, this yoga system has been coming down, but in the course of time, it has become lost. Consequently, the Lord has to speak it again, this time to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra.
Now tell this next. Actually, you are to read this paragraph where the answer is there. Why Krishna spoke this knowledge to Arjuna, or what is the qualification of studying Bhagavad Gita? Read this paragraph. He tells Arjuna.
He tells Arjuna that he is relating this supreme secret to him because Arjuna is his devotee and his friend. The purport of this is that Bhagavad Gita is a treatise which is especially meant for the devotee of the Lord. There are three classes of transcendentalists, namely the Jnani, the Yogi, and the Bhakta.
Jnani, Yogi, Bhakta.
Jnani,
Jnani.
Yogi, and the Bhakta, or the impersonalist, the mediator, and the devotee. Here,
Okay. So we'll stop. So what is the, why Krishna spoke this knowledge to Arjuna? Because he's a devotee. He's a friend. So what is the qualification to study Bhagavad Gita? One should be a devotee of Krishna. So here in Prabhupada writes in the purport, at least theoretically accept Krishna is God. At least theoretically accept. Then after studying the whole Bhagavad Gita, one will come to the conclusion, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. Like we have assumptions, isn't it, in mathematics? Let x is equal to so and so. Then you start putting x is equal to so and so and start solving the equation. Then LHS is equal to RHS. In this way, you come to the conclusion, yes, x is equal to so and so. I was a mathematics teacher. So in this way, you're assuming that, let me put some variables. Okay, assume Supreme Personality of Godhead is equal to Krishna and start studying Bhagavad Gita. Not with a blank head. No, Krishna is not the Supreme Personality. No, assume. Even if you're not a devotee, assume. But basic qualification to be a proper student of Bhagavad Gita is one should be a devotee of Krishna. So devotion, bhakti, devotion, it can be revived by chanting the holy name. Why that emphasis is given on the chanting of the holy name? The more we chant, the more we revive our lost relationship with Krishna. It is not that you're developing a relationship, you're already a devotee, but we have forgotten that we are devotees. That is a problem. We are already part and parcel of Krishna, but we have forgotten that we are part and parcel of Krishna. We connect ourselves to our body and body-related people. We connect ourselves to this matter. But how am I going to understand my relationship to Krishna? It is only by chanting. This chanting will revive my lost relationship to Krishna. That is why Bhagavad Gita is spoken to whom? It is spoken for me, it is spoken to me. Till that point, these instructions are given to me. Till that time, that type of attachment is not there. Till the time we think, oh, Bhagavad Gita is spoken for all of us. Bhagavad Gita is spoken to Arjuna. Bhagavad Gita is spoken for mankind. No, Bhagavad Gita is spoken to me. Because Krishna is speaking to each and every living entity. My Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj asked, Bhagavad Gita is for whom? Everybody answered, for Arjuna, for mankind, for all of us. So many answers. And he said, before you all got married, if you had some loving affairs, then that love letter is written to whom? Then what we say? No, it is for me. It is not for my father to read or my mother to read. At that time, we have so much of possessiveness towards that letter. So this is also a love letter, where Krishna says, oh, living entities, please come back, come back. So this is a love letter sent by our lover, Krishna. So in this way, that type of possessiveness can come only when that strong attachment is there for the instructions. And that strong attachment can be developed only when a person starts chanting the holy name and understanding that he is actually related to Krishna, not to this matter. He is related to Krishna. In fact, matter is also related to Krishna. That is how he starts utilizing everything in relationship to Krishna. Okay, so we have solved how many questions? Spirit of Bhagavad Gita. Why is it as it is? Then we have solved the qualification of studying Bhagavad Gita. Okay, wonderful. Now, what are the 5 types of relation? Because we have to revive our relationship, isn't it? And what are the 5 rasas or relationship? Rasas. In English, we can say mellows. But still, this mellow is a very insufficient word to really describe what is rasa. Like you ask the mother, while she is feeding a baby, what she's experiencing. The baby sucks the milk, comes out, shows some smiling face to mother. Sometimes does this expressions also. What is that? Every mother would have experienced. Whoever has fed the baby would have experienced this rasa, which cannot be put in words. Which cannot be put in words. Like two friends are there. They experience some rasas. Can you put that in words? Husband-wife relationship. Can you put that in words? No. Anyhow, whatever relationship we are having, it is only a perverted relationship. Our original relationship is with Krishna. When the same thing is perverted or reflected, we have some rasas which is experienced in this material world, which is again temporary only. So original rasas are described into 5. That is, first is Shantaras, passive, Shantaras. Second, Dasyaras. Third, Sakhyaras. Fourth, Vatsalyaras. Fifth, Madhuryaras. Again, I'll repeat. First is Shantaras. Okay? Shantaras. That is passive state. Active state, Dasyaras. As a friend, Sakhyaras. As a parent, Vatsalyaras. As a conjugal lover, Madhuryaras. So let us see what a person experiences in these rasas. First is Shantaras. Like when you pass by a temple, generally a cultured person, what he does, something like this will do. Something like this will do. Something or the other, one action will come out. From far, you are seeing a temple. Something like this. You don't know who is inside. Whether there are deities inside or not, you don't know. Just by seeing a shikhar, you do something. That is known as reverence. Respect, reverence. Reverence. Okay? Second is what? Dasya. Dasya means now you know to whom you are going to serve. So action has started along with respect. So reverence plus what is there in Dasya? Action.
Respect, action.
That means service is there. Service is there. Reverence is there, respect is there, no doubt. Plus service. Or you can say action. Action in seva. Okay? Now as a friend. Now it so happens every day your maid servant comes to your house and she has developed such a friendliness with you. She's serving you so nicely that you have become her friend and she has become your friend. So sometimes, though she is a servant, she sometimes scolds you. Hey, what is this? You're not taking care of yourself. Same one sari you are wearing. Why don't you change your saris? And then she has got that adhikara, just see. Why she has got that adhikara? She's considering herself equal to the master. She's not afraid to speak to the master. Why? Because she has served with such integrity. That is why you are allowing her to speak. Now Arjuna is speaking to Krishna. Oh Krishna, in the first chapter, if you see, only Arjuna is only speaking. Krishna is not opening the mouth also. We say Bhagavad Gita, but Bhagavad Gita starts with Dhritarashtra and whole chapter is Arjuna advising Krishna. So why is such position Arjuna has got? Because he's a friend, Sakhya Rasa. There, one sense of equality comes. So reverence is there, service is there, sense of equality is there. Write that. 3 things are there in Sakhya. In the first was there, only reverence was there. In second, reverence plus service. In the third, reverence, service and sense of equality is there. Okay? Now, fourth, let us see. Vatsalya rasa. Now, when Grahan is there, Surya Grahan, eclipse. At that time, you see, devotees will be moving out, but they will close the altar. हमारे कृष्ण को ग्रहण नहीं लगे. He is the master of all the grahas, and we are so concerned about him. And especially when there is winter and all, we put shawl for Krishna, and the devotee will be just in one angavastra and serving Lord. Right? Like how Yashoda Mata, Nanda Baba, they felt that they are the caretakers. Actually, Krishna says, Aham bija pratapataha. I am the Pita. Prajapitaha, Krishna says, I am that father. I am the seed-giving father. I am the mother. I am the father. But here the devotees think that they are the father, they are the mother, that means they are the caretaker. So in this way, now four things are included. Reverence is there, service is there, equality is there, sense of caretaking is there. I am the caretaker. So now just see how the rasas are increasing. How it is increasing. Like you have 25 grams bottle, 50 grams bottle, 100 grams bottle. Everything is full by itself. But when you see the quantum, it is increasing. Every rasa is full by itself. Like if you ask Hanuman, he is in Dasya rasa. He is complete by itself, by himself. But if you compare the rasa of Arjuna and Hanuman, then naturally Hanuman's rasa, Arjuna's rasa is more than Hanuman's rasa. If you compare Nanda Baba, Yashoda, Devaki, Vasudev, then their rasas are more than all these. Why? Though everybody is full by themselves, rasas, the gradation of rasa is increasing. So sometimes parents come complaining, शादी के बाद सब भूल गया, माता पिता को भूल गया. And they have forgotten their parents. Then immediately what is the answer we give? Madhurya rasa is superior than Vatsalya rasa. That is true. Why? Sarvasva is given. Complete surrenderance. That is Madhurya. What is added with 4? The fifth one. That is, you give everything. You're completely surrendered. Gopis of Vrindavan. The 108 queens of 16,108 queens of Dwarika. They gave everything to Krishna. So in this way, if you compare the conjugal lover, that is the Madhuri Rasa, that rasa is topmost. But every devotee is experiencing that fullness within that rasa. Hanuman is experiencing the fullness of his devotion to Prabhu Ram. Arjuna is experiencing the fullness. Sudama is experiencing the fullness. In the same way, those who are in Vasarasa, they are also experiencing their completeness, the fullness. Those who are in the Madhurya also. But when you compare, this the rasa is the topmost. Now, where are we situated? It's not that just you wear a gopi dress and you start calling yourself, I'm gopi. No. Just you wear some pile and gopi dress. One of the, I think somebody was in a very high post. I don't know who was in a very high post. He started calling himself gopi. District General DG, na? Yes. Police, Deputy General of Police. He started calling himself gopis. Doesn't work like that. So, one thing is common in everyone, that is service. Service is common. We are not just into reverence, because in that reverence, we have in-person relationship. We don't know who is inside the temple, we just pay obeisances. But when there is a personal relationship starts from Dasya Rasa, the master and the servant. So it is very wonderful to understand that Jivera Swarupohai Krishna Nityadas. We are servant of Krishna. Now, when we develop this service attitude with great intensity and cross the stage of sadhana to bhava, that time Krishna will reveal that what this jiva is in the eternal world. Every jiva has a relationship with Krishna. That is our Siddha Swarupa. But we don't know. We have forgotten our Siddha Swarupa. What we are in the spiritual world, we don't know. We have just fallen because of our own mentality, the sense of ownership. This competition is there, sense of controlling, sense of ownership. That is why we have fallen in this material world. Our consciousness is fallen. So we are not able to revive our relationship with Krishna. So let us not imagine who we are. But one thing, we are all servants of Krishna. Krishna is master. So this service attitude starts from dasya only. Because even in Shantarasa, it is impossible because that personal touch is not there. Okay. So these are the 5 types of rasas. Then, what is the purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita? Purpose. You have to read all this at home. Huh? You come to the 5th page, last line. Just what is Bhagavad Gita? The purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita. One of you will read. Okay. Saurabh, Prabhu, have you come back to home? Then you can read 5th.
Yes, Mataji. The last paragraph.
Yeah, please.
Now one may think that because Krishna was the
One may think. No, here, 5th page. Just what is Bhagavad Gita? 5th page. You have the same book, then the pages will match. 5th page. Yes. I think so. It should match.
One may think, is that the paragraph?
No.
Now one may think.
No, last para it is. Just what is Bhagavad Gita? The purpose of Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, you
is
read.
to
If you have
deliver-
found out,
Okay.
you read.
I got that.
I got it.
Just
Okay, read.
Yeah,
what?
let him.
Just what is the Bhagavad Gita? The purpose of Bhagavad Gita is to deliver mankind from the nescience of material existence. Every man is in difficulty in so many ways, as Arjuna also was in difficulty in having to fight the battle of Kurukshetra. Arjuna surrendered unto Sri Krishna, and consequently, this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Not only Arjuna, but every one of us is full of anxieties because of this material existence. Our very existence is in the atmosphere of non-existence. Actually, we are not meant to be threatened by non-existence. Our existence is eternal, but somehow or other, we are put into asat. Asat refers to that which does not exist. Out of
Okay.
so many
Read that also paragraph.
Out of so many human beings who are suffering, there are a few who are actually inquiring about their position as to what they are, why they are put into this awkward position, and so on. Unless one is awakened to this position of questioning his suffering, unless he realizes that he doesn't want suffering but rather wants to make a solution to all suffering, then one is not to be considered a perfect human being. Humanity begins when this sort of inquiry is awakened in one's mind. In the Brahma Sutra, this inquiry is called Brahma Jignasa. Athato Brahma Jignasa.
Athato Brahma Jignasa.
This activity of the human being is to be considered a failure unless he inquires about the nature of the absolute. Therefore, those who begin to question why they are suffering or where they came from and where they shall go after death are proper students for understanding Bhagavad Gita. The sincere student who should also have a firm respect for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, such a student was Arjuna.
Okay, stop. So what is the purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita? To know that already I am suffering. What is the solution? Isn't it? Question should be asked. Na? Athato Brahma Jignasa. Athato means at least from now. So till now, what I was doing? No? Eating, mating, sleeping, defending. Ahar, Nidra, Bhai, Maithun. So I'll be putting this verse in the group. You have to memorize this verse. Ahar, Nidra, Bhai, Maithunam cha samanetat pashubir Dharmo eko adiko vishesho dharmaina pashubir samanam. 4 activities animals also do, we also do. What is that? Eating. Animals also eat, we also eat. You say they eat also too many. So what? Even if you keep rasgullas before a pig, it will not even touch us. What satisfaction they get by taking stool? The same satisfaction a human gets by eating whatever he likes. So eating, that is common. Eating, mating. At least they are going on producing children. They don't have anxiety. Here, one child, two child, he takes so much of anxiety. Something. So now, eating, mating, sleeping, they sleep on the roads, they sleep very well. Here for sleeping also, we have to take help of some computers or pills. We are not able to sleep properly. Simple activity also we are not able to do. Whatever disease is not because of less eating, it's all because of overeating. So neither we are eating properly, neither sleeping properly, neither we are mating properly, defending. Just one mosquito is enough in the car to scare you. But mosquito is not scared by seeing you. Just by seeing mosquito, you're scared. Oh, I'll be admitted in a big hospital. I'll get malaria. I'll get this disease, that disease. So just see, they have surpassed us in these activities. In all these 4 activities, the animals have surpassed us. And what is the benefit of being a human? Dharmo eko adhiko vishesho, dharmo hina pashubir samana. One thing is given to us. And what is that? Dharma, to inquire into unto our duties. Dharma. Now, what is dharma? Let us understand first. What is dharma? So, dharma means the thing which has no beginning, no end. That is the real meaning of dharma. Another meaning of dharma is the thing which is inseparable from an object. Like dharma of the water is to flow. Whether it be in any part of the world, the water is not going to lose its tendency to flow. Dharma of the fire is to produce heat and light. The dharma of the soul is to inquire unto its duties. What is my quality? But in any other body, I have no intelligence. This intelligence I have got only in this human body. Out of 84 lakh species, there are 4 lakh species of human. Now 84 lakh species has been divided. Even that verse also I'll put. How these 84 lakhs? Jalajana Rakshani, 9 lakh species of aquatics. So like this, the count is there. There are 4 lakh species of humans. So what is the special thing what we have got? That is intelligence. Intelligence to inquire. I can inquire, I can ask, why am I suffering? I can ask this. So somebody is suffering. Then first thing what he should ask, why am I suffering? Then what he should ask, where am I going to get the solution for this suffering? Okay, that also answer he has got. Then what he should do, he should go there and take the solution. Not just go on asking, I'm suffering, not just go on saying that. You have to inquire, how am I going to stop this suffering? What is the solution? Then I should go and get the solution. That is known as an intelligent person. So at least athato brahma jigyasa. Athato means at least from now. That means till now, you were an animal. That is why even in science, what is said, man is a social animal. Yes. Till the point of inquiry, he is an animal. Eating, mating, sleeping, defending. Athato, at least from now. This is the first sutra of Vedanta. Then Brahma. Brahma means about the transcendental topics, which starts from who am I? Am I body? Am I soul? Then who is God? What is my relationship with God? Is there life after death? Then what type of body am I going to get in the next life? These are the questions which should come in our thought processes. Then where am I going to get these answers? So the answer is there in Bhagavad Gita. So purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita is to know these. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Jigyasa means now these inquiries has come to me. I want to know. Inquisitiveness is there. I want to know. So these answers we can find in Bhagavad Gita. So purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita is to understand the nature of this world, the nature of our body, nature of oneself. Then we can understand how to cross from this material existence, which is also known as asat, to spiritual existence. So that doesn't mean that you have to die for this. Within this lifetime itself, you can place yourself in Sat by knowing that everything actually belongs to Krishna. How to utilize each and every samarthya, whatever facilities Krishna has given to us. Samarthya means whatever, like everybody has a specialty. Somebody sings nicely. So that is samarthya. Samarthya also means advantages. Krishna has given for everyone some or the other benefits or advantages. Some qualities are given. Whatever qualities Krishna has given, utilize it in Krishna's service. So that is the purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita, so that one moves from Asat to Sat. From Asat to Sat. That is the purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita. Coming out of Asat or a wrong illusion and coming in reality. Okay. Okay. What is the next question? What is left now? Chapters? Chapter names? Bhagavad Gita is dedicated to whom? Let us see that. Bhagavad Gita is known as Gita Upanishad. See here, first one. Now we are coming in this after the cover page. Gita Upanishad. You saw that? And then in the next page it is given, Bhagavad Gita is dedicated to Baladev Vidyabhushan. Just go to the pages before that one. Yeah. Here. To Shri Baladev Vidyabhushan. Just 2-3 pages. Who presented so nicely Govinda Bhashya commentary on Vedanta philosophy. So let us see first thing, Gita Upanishad. This is a new name, isn't it? Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishad. Who has given this name? This name is given by Sripad Adi Shankaracharya. Sometimes we are very allergic to this name, isn't it? Sripad Adi Shankaracharya, who presented Mayavad philosophy. It was told to him, instructed to him by Krishna. That is why Sripad Adi Shankaracharya, who is Lord Shiva himself, comes and gives a wrong philosophy. That is an instruction which has been followed by Shankaracharya. The instruction has been given by Krishna. That you present a wrong philosophy. But he's a devotee, na? Lord Shiva is a devotee, Param Vaishnava. Till how long he is going to present a wrong philosophy? That is why he says, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudamate. O Mudhas, chant Govinda's name. So now this name, Gita Upanishad, it so happened, Veda Vyasa, if you can note it down, Veda Vyasa divides the Vedas into 4 parts. Okay? What are the 4 Vedas? Yeah.
Rigved, Samved, Yajurved,
Atharvaved.
Atharved.
Very good. So Lord spoke Vedas or breathed out Vedas? When he breathes, Vedas emanate. He did not speak Vedas. He spoke Bhagavad Gita. Just by breathing out, Vedas emanate. So what is the meaning of Veda? Veda means complete knowledge. Complete knowledge. Vedas means complete knowledge. Given by whom? Given by Krishna. Now these Vedas were first divided into 4 parts. So that each part will be given. Veda Vyasa, what he did, he put the Vedas into writing. Because before Veda Vyasa appears, people were Shrutidharas. Shrutidhara means hear and speak out as it is. Now we have to put everything in writing because we don't have that memory. That is a dosha of Kali Yuga. Bhagavatam speaks about it. There are 6 doshas, out of which this is one of the dosha. Not dosa, just now 8 dosa. That is why dosa is coming. So doshas means faults, drawbacks. Pride alpa isha sabya kala visvinge jana manda sumanda mati manda bhakti padita. So manda buddhi, that means whatever we have studied, we forget immediately. That is why everything has to be put into writing, seeing the Kali Yuga doshas. Vedavyasa put everything into writing. First, he divided the Vedas into 4 parts, gave each to his disciples to study and expand. Now, if you see all the 4 sections, or you can see the 4 Vedas, if you total the subjects, if you total the chapters, there are more than 700 chapters. And each chapter has 4 sections. Every chapter is 4 sections. If you see the chapters totally in all the 4 Vedas, you have chapters. Each chapter has 4 sections. Each chapter. Brahmanakas, Aranyakas, Samhitas, Upanishad. This is just a general knowledge for you. This is not going to come in the exam. Just you should know what is the connection between Vedas and Bhagavad Gita. So every chapter has Brahmanakas, Aranyakas, Samhitas, Upanishad. So what is this Brahmanakas? How to live in city or village, community development. Everybody coming together, living in a village or a city. That's known as community coming together. Now in that community, what happens? Some pujas and all are done. And for studying the mantras, the small children are trained in Gurukul. For that, they have to go to forest, Aranyakas. They cannot just live in the city and study. Nowadays, only all schools have come in cities. But to study, they have to go to Gurukul. Even for studying, somebody is now retiring, then they used to go to forest life. Like brahmacharis used to go to Gurukul. Vanaprasthi sannyasis, they also used to stay in forest. That is known as Aranyakas, forest life. What type of house to be built there, what type of roots to be eaten, everything comes in that. You have to sustain, even in forest life also, you have to sustain. Mantras have to be studied. Then Samhitas contain the set of mantras. They are known as agamas. In Samhitas, how to worship Ganapati, you have Ganpatya agama. How to worship Shakti, you have, that is Durga, Shakti agama. Now you have this Chaitra Navaratri going on. Then how to worship Durga ji, that is there in Shakti agama. How to worship sun god, Shaurya agamas. So they are known as agam. Agamas means the set of rules and regulations, the set of mantras by which you worship a demigod. They all come in Samhitas. Now tell me how to stay in city, how to stay in village, how to chant the mantras for pleasing the demigods. What is spiritual in this? Anyhow, everything is material only. That is why Upanishad is there. Upa means Lord, Supreme, Personality of Godhead. Upanishad, Nishad means being near to a spiritual master and studying about the absolute truth. So in these 4 sections, Upanishad is completely spiritual, which only intelligent people could understand. Not that everyone could understand, only intelligent people could understand this section, Upanishad, containing small axioms, formulas, by which one could understand the purpose of the Vedas. What is the purpose of studying the Samhitas? What is the purpose of doing an Yajna, Havana, Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda? What is the purpose? The purpose is to go near to Lord. The purpose is to see the connection of the Devatas with Krishna. So in this way, understanding the supremacy of Lord, that is Upanishad. But only intelligent people could understand. So what did Vedavyasa do? What Vedavyasa did is, he started writing Puranas. He started writing Puranas. So in this way, he wrote 17 Purana. 18th Purana is Bhagavatam. He wrote 17 Purana. What is it, Puranas? Giving examples, sometimes true, sometimes imaginary examples. And in this way, simplifying the formulas given in the Upanishad. In the Upanishad, only small formulas, very difficult to understand by less intelligent people. So it was given by showing some examples and all these things, like A plus B, the whole square. You say A square plus 2AB plus B square. But how a teacher teaches? She'll give through examples, isn't it? So teaching through examples, that was Puranas. Now from the Puranas, again, 2 dynasties were taken. The 2 dynasties were Chandravamshi, Suryavamshi. So the history or epics which was given was, for Chandravamshi, it was Mahabharata. For Suryavamshi, it is Ramayana. So in this way, from the Vedas, from the Vedas Puranas, from the Puranas Itihasas, which is also known as epics, histories, not mythology. Mythology word comes from the word mithya. Mithya means something which is false. So these Britishers, what they did, they just told this word mythology and spoiled our all Gurukul system and an ancient way of teachings. So this is Itihasas. So in this way, Mahabharata was written. Ramayana was written by Valmiki. Now in this Mahabharata, in Ramayana, you will find Kandas. It starts with Kandas. Balkand, then Ayodhya Kand, Kishikanda Kand, like this, Aranya Kand, Kishikanda Kand, Sundar Kand, Yuddha Kand, like this it starts. Like that, in Mahabharata, you have Parvas. You have 18 Parvas. There you have 6 to 7 Kandas. Here you have Parvas. Here you have one of the Parva, that name is Bhishma Parva. Bhishma Parva. So in the Bhishma Parva, you find Bhagavad Gita from 15th chapter to 42nd chapter. Sorry, 25th chapter to 42nd chapter. How many? 25th chapter to 42nd chapter of Bhishma Parva. So how many chapters are there? How many are there? Okay, 25. Say 42 chapters means how many chapters?
17.
18.
18.
18.
42 minus 25 plus 1,
18.
So first thing I have to teach mathematics also, I think. So 18 chapters.
17 plus 1.
Yes, plus 1. So 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita are there in this Bhishma Parva, 25th chapter to 42nd chapter. Now, what the so-called intelligent scholars of Upanishad, what they started doing, they started rejecting Puranas, rejecting Itihasas, because they were considered to be for the low-class people. And we are all rich people, we are all intelligent people. Why we should study these Puranas? They are meant for women. They are meant for low-class people, Shudras, Vaishyas. And this is all some stories, examples given. We are high-class scholars. So when Sripada Adi Shankaracharya saw that his so-called scholarly people were rejecting Puranas and Itihasas, especially they are rejecting Bhagavad Gita, which is there in Mahabharata. At that time, he presents a nice Bhagavad Gita Mahatmya, in which just open page number It's the last of the introduction. 30th page. 30th page. Last page of introduction. सर्वोपनिषदो गाओ दुग्धा गोपालनंदनः पार्थो वत्सत्सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्. Got na? सर्वोपनिषदो गाओ दुग्धा गोपालनंदनः पार्थो वत्सत्सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्. Again, you have to memorize all this. Sarvopanishado gaao. This much you should memorize. Adi Shankaracharya sings this. If all the Upanishad, how many Upanishad are there? As many chapters, so many Upanishad. So if all this Upanishad is compared to a cow, Sarvopanishado cow, gao means cow. Dogdha Gopalanandana. Who is milking this cow? Krishna. Gopalanandana is milking this cow. And the first recipient of this milk is Partha. Because cow gives milk first to the calf and then to the humans. So first to the calf. So here the calf, Partha Vatsasudir Bhokta. So Vatsa refers to calf. So Partha is a Vatsa. So first milk is given to the calf, to Partha. And the remaining milk is given to specially intelligent people. So all of you are very intelligent. Because we are all studying Bhagavad Gita. And actually Sudhir Bhokta, Krishna says, I give this milk specially to Sudhir Bhokta, specially intelligent people who are inclined to study Bhagavad Gita. Dugdham Gita Amritam Mahat. In this way, just by taking Bhagavad Gita, Dugdham, this nectar, one understands that he is not going to die. So what is the benefit of studying Bhagavad Gita? To understand that I am not going to die. Yes. Whoever studies Bhagavad Gita will never die. Nice, good news, isn't it? Will never die. Anyhow, because we all know that I am not the body, I am the soul. The soul never dies. So that is how, to emphasize the importance of Bhagavad Gita, Sripad Adi Shankaracharya gave the name Gita Upanishad, because his scholarly disciples, they were very attracted to the word Upanishad. So Gita Upanishad. So that is how Bhagavad Gita was called as Gita Upanishad. Now this Bhagavad Gita is dedicated. Srila Prabhupada dedicates Bhagavad Gita to Baladev. Open the page. Just before the chapter's name. Baladev Vidya Bhushan, who presented so nicely the Govinda Bhashya commentary. There's a nice story behind that. But anyhow, while writing the commentary, Baladev Vidya Bhushan, he comes to Jaipur temple. He is asked to present the commentary on Bhagavad Gita. He begs to Lord. Lord himself dictates this commentary. That is why this is known as Govinda Bhashya. Govinda Bhashya. It is not just the commentary written by an ordinary person. Baladev Vidya Bhushan is such an exalted devotee. Lord himself dictates the commentary, and this Bhagavad Gita is dedicated to Baladev Vidya Bhushan. That means the commentary which is given by Lord himself has been put in Bhagavad Gita as it is. Yes.
Mataji, I just could not find where it is written. I mean, I have the small.
See, just before the names of the chapter starts.
Yes. Okay, this one.
Yeah. Okay. Now, quick names of the chapters. First chapter. What is the name? What's the name? Goloka tell, observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Sainya Darshana Yoga. Write down. Sainya Darshana Yoga. You should know Sanskrit name also. Sainya Darshan Yoga. If you write in English and if you don't give Sanskrit name, then only half mark you'll get. Sainya Darshan Yoga. This first chapter name is also Lamentation of Arjuna. This name is also Lamentation of Arjuna. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Right. Today just we'll do 5 chapters. Okay. 5 chapters names. Observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Sainya Darshana Yoga. Okay. Lamentation of Arjuna, Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Because if you don't know the chapter's name, what is the use of studying Bhagavad Gita? Somebody asks, what are the chapter's names? You're blank. He's a Bhakti Shastri student. Chapter ka naam kya hai bhai? I don't know. Doesn't work, no? Doesn't make sense. So you should know the chapter's names also. The first chapter name is Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Sainya Darshana Yoga. Okay, second chapter, contents of Gita summarized. Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga. Sometimes Gita Sar is also told, but it is Sankhya Yoga. Okay. Third, Karma Yoga. In Sanskrit also Karma Yoga only. Fourth one, transcendental knowledge. Jnana Karma Yoga. Maitri will be repeating all the names. Huh? I want to know whether you are attending or not.
Yes, Mataji.
Acha. I ask now. I'll ask Narmadas who have not put their videos on. No? Gautam, Manali, Shilpa. Everybody will be asked now. Wait, whatever I have taught. Okay. Jnana Karma Yoga. Okay. Now fifth one. Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness. Jnana Karma Sannyas Yoga. Fifth one. Jnana Karma Sannyas Yoga. Sixth one. Dhyana Yoga. Write down Dhyana Yoga. Let us do seventh also. Knowledge of the Absolute. Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Eighth also. Attaining the Supreme. Attaining the Supreme. Akshara Brahma Yoga. Akshara Brahma Yoga. Ninth, last. The most confidential knowledge. Raja Vidya, Raja Bhuya Yoga. Raja Vidya, Raja Bhuya Yoga. Okay. Now again we'll repeat from first. Sainya Darshana Yoga, Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Then Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Jnana Karma Yoga, Jnana Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. Jnana Karma Yoga, Jnana Karma Sannyas Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Jnana Vijnana Yoga, Akshara Brahma Yoga, then Raja Vidya, Raja
Bhuya Yoga.
Okay, so we have at least done some basics. Now homework for you. Find out the names of 10th, 11th. 10th and 11th. Let us see how many of you are doing the homework. Just 2 chapters, please. Opulence of the absolute and universal form. There's a homework, even if you don't do also another thing. But you have to read the setting the scene. This whole thing you have to read. Preface you have to read. Introduction till whatever we have done. Now, subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. How many subject matter?
Mataji, I have a question. You explained us the various, parts of a Gita Upanishad. If we can have a flow chart of it, because it is so complicated.
It's not there for exam. It's just only for understanding.
For
Vedas,
understanding also.
Puranas, Itihasas. This is what you understand. Vedas, Puranas, Itihasas.
Itihas. Okay.
Vedas chapters are divided into 4 parts.
4 parts.
Brahmanakas, Aranyakas, Samhitas, Upanishad. Highly scholar people, Upanishad. Not able to understand Puranas, Itihasas. Means they were rejecting, not able to understand it, they were rejecting. Less intelligent people were not able to understand Upanishad. So to simplify Upanishad, Puranas and Itihasas were in story form. When you describe something in a story way, you immediately understand, like moral values. How you teach children? By telling some story. So in the same way, stories were given. So Puranas were the set of stories, sometimes true story, sometimes concocted stories. But that is to explain one formula or one principle, like we explain one principle. Unity is strength. And what you do? You immediately, just to say unity is strength, somebody doesn't understand. Immediately, you create a story and you teach. Or sometimes you may tell a true example. अरे हमारे बगल में इतने बच्चे अच्छे तरह से थे लेकिन सब divide हो गए. So unity is not a strength. So you tell sometimes by imagination or sometimes a true story. That is Puranas. 2 dynasties taken and Itihasas written. Now what happened? Mahabharata contains Parvas. Bhishma is one of the Parva. Like Kandas are there, it is Parva. In that 25th chapter to 42nd chapter is Bhagavad Gita.
Okay. Okay.
So that is how the connection in the Vedas. So what is Bhagavad Gita? It is the essence of Vedas.
Vedas. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. So then next is how many subject matter is there? Like suppose you want to study a book, then what you do? You go behind, isn't it? And you start reading something. What is there? Okay, what is there in Bhagavad Gita then? It contains 5 subject matters. Write that 5 subject matters that we'll do tomorrow. Soul, God, matter, Kala, Karma. 5. What is there in Bhagavad Gita about these 5? Soul, God, matter, Kala, Karma. So tomorrow we'll do all these 4, all these 5. Out of these 5, one is changeable. Other all
last one, Kal, after Kal.
Soul, God, matter, Kala, Karma. First 4 are eternal. Soul is eternal, God is eternal, matter is eternal, Kala is eternal, Karma is changeable. Okay? Karma is changeable. So tomorrow we'll complete the next 9 names of the chapters. Then how Bhagavad Gita is divided into 3 sections. First 6, middle 6, last 6. Then about each and every subject matter. Then we'll try to do Gita Mahatmya on Monday. And then start the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Basic introduction is very much important. And to be the proper student of Bhagavad Gita, what you should do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Until unless we don't chant, we can never come to understand this mystical knowledge. This is a secret. Krishna gives this secret to devotees. And if we want to qualify ourselves to be at least in the path of devotional service, the first and the foremost requirement is chanting the holy name, following the 4 regulative principles. No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling. No meat eating contains also onion, garlic. No intoxication contains tea and coffee also. Because sattvam sanjayate jnanam. Bhagavad Gita speaks this phrase, sattvam sanjayate jnanam. If you are accumulated with lot of satogunas, then it is very easy to understand jnanam. We want to study, we want to memorize. How? Only when we have lot of satoguna with us. Then only verses can come inside us. We cannot just be drunkard. I will say, hey, where we are drinking tea and coffee, that is also drinking only. So you have to follow the 4 regulatory principles. Basic is chant minimum 16 rounds and be a proper student of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, Hare Krishna. Any doubts now you can ask.
Mataji will get the recording.
Recording will come. As soon as the class is over, it's live, the
Yeah.
recording is going on in the YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, any other doubt? Either you have understood very nicely.
Mataji, excuse me, I have a Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandot Pranam.
Yeah.
Mataji, how do we understand which rasa are we in? How do we know that, Mataji?
We are in Dasya Rasa. Best is be in Dasya Rasa. Then we don't know in whatever rasas, Krishna will reveal that to us. Dasya Rasa is common with everyone. We are not interested in Shanta Rasa because it has no personal relationship. Personal relationship because that is impersonal. Personal relationship starts from Dasya. Then Dasya Rasa. Be a servant.
Okay, Mataji.
So even a wife is also servant only. Na? Mother is also servant only.
Okay, Mataji.
Is not mother serving the children?
Yes.
And if the child says you are servant, then we feel very bad. But actually mother is also servant only. Wife is also servant.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Servitorship is common in everything. Any other doubt? So hope it is easy to understand. Na? I'm not going very
Mataji, I have
fast.
one question.
Yeah.
Knowledge of the absolute, Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Why it's called like this?
Jnana is put into Vijnana. It's not just Jnana. Scientifically understanding knowledge of the absolute. Jnana, Vijnana. Vijnana means Vishesha Rupena Jnana, putting it into practice. Who is asking it out? No doubt. Okay. Even if you tell to me, please reduce your speed, I cannot reduce. You cannot, because you have to complete. I don't think I'm going at a very fast speed. This much will be the speed. 6 questions will be. Okay. So read the introduction. Read.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, these questions which are there, no, the qualifications of studying Bhagavad Gita and the spirit of studying. So we will write down these paragraphs in exam.
One line.
One line. Not paragraph.
1 line, 2 lines. Very easy. Exams are very easy.
Okay.
Very easy. In 5 minutes, you'll finish off. Exams are very easy. I teach because you should know. You should know the basics. It's not just for exam.
Okay. Thank you.
Mataji, one question related to exams. So whether we are supposed to write our answers like manually, or it can be done in computer form also?
Computer.
Okay. Thank you.
Start studying, start writing the answers, 2 lines, 3 lines, whatever. See the marks, and accordingly the answer will be there. If you are prepared for the answer of a 1 paragraph, you can make it 1 line also. So it's nice to understand oneself very nicely. The purpose of studying is to speak to others, spread the knowledge. Isn't it? Hare Krishna. Stop here. Panchakalpatarubhyascha Papasindhubhya Vichapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.